the Prophet ﷺ, he showed optimism at this very difficult time. And what was that optimism? It's summed up in a hadith in which the Sahaba came and said to the Prophet ﷺ, this hadith is in Bukhari, narrated by Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that they came to him and said, Ya Rasulullah, there's this big rock that we cannot move while we're digging the trench. It's huge and we cannot move it. So the Prophet ﷺ said, Ana nazil, I'm going to get down into the ditch and I'm going to dig myself. And he picked up the axe or the pickaxe and he started breaking this rock. Bara radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he says, this is a different riwayah which talks about the same thing. He says, لما كان يوم الخندق عرضت لنا في بعض الخندق صخرة لا تأخذ منها المعاول. When we were digging this trench, a huge rock was presented to us, it came to us, and the pickaxes that we had, it could not do anything with this rock. فاشتكينا ذلك لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. We complained about that to the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام. فجاءه وأخذ المعول. He came to it and he took up this tool, this instrument, this pickaxe to start digging himself. فقال بسم الله. He started with Bismillah. ثم ضرب ضربة, and he hit this rock. وقال الله أكبر أعطيت مفاتيح الشام والله إني لأنظر قصورها الحمر الساعة. He said, I've been given the keys of the Syrian Empire. Sham refers to Syria, Palestine, Lebanon, all of these areas there known as Biladu Sham. Now a person who uses his sense and logic, he thinks to himself that this man, he has 2 stones tied to his stomach. And all of the people around him are starving. The cold is severe. We think that our lives are going to end. And yet, he is giving us dreams of conquering Sham. This was the optimism that the Prophet ﷺ gave to the Sahaba, that at this very difficult time, they should not lose hope. أعطيت مفاتيح الشام. He says, I've been given the keys of Sham, and I swear by Allah, I'm seeing its red palaces right in front of me right now. ثم ضرب الثانية. Then he hit it another time. فقطع آخر, and another piece of the rock broke off. فقال الله أكبر أعطيت فارس والله إني لأبصر قصر المدائن الأبيض الآن. I've been given the keys of Faris, the Persian Empire, and I'm seeing its white palaces right in front of me right now. ثم ضرب الثالثة. Then he hit it a third time. فقال بسم الله. Hit it with Bismillah. فقطع بقية الحجر. And the rest of the rock, it broke off. فقال الله أكبر أعطيت مفاتيح اليمن. I've been given the keys of Yemen. The keys of Yemen have been given to me. والله إني لأبصر أبواب صنعاء من مكاني. I can see the gates of Sana'a right in front of me right now. So again, he gave the people optimism. He remained optimistic. He showed optimism. He showed people to remain positive, not to have a negative attitude, but to look forward and to do what they could in advancing the cause of Islam in this world. So the summary of the story is, my dear brothers and sisters, and the lessons that we learn from this surah are that in these very difficult times, we should not become like the hypocrites in terms of losing hope and having a negative attitude. Rather, we should remain positive and we should do all that we can to advance the cause of Islam in this country. And one of the things that we need to do is become involved in the larger society. Not just become introverts and remain within ourselves, but become involved in the larger society in forms of giving da'wah, in forms of getting involved in the electoral process, registering to vote, voting, and making sure that we make our voice heard in the outside system. And unless and until we do that, we will continue to get the short end of the stick and continue to be oppressed, and our voices will never be heard. So this is the attitude that we should have in these difficult times. Not that we should shrink into our shell or run away and leave the country. This is not what Islam is about. Islam is about standing up to your principles and learning from the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ. This is what we need to learn. This is not what we need to put into practice. I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protects us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us leadership